Hello, my name is Dr. Linda Gorman, and I'm a neuroscientist. Neuroscience is a really big word, but a neuroscientist, that's a person who studies the brain. I'm here today to talk to you about how you can help your brain stay healthy. It's really easy and anyone can do it. I love talking about brain health because it's spectacular, and spectacular means great. When your brain is spectacular, you're a happy and healthy person. This story is about physical health, which is the P in spectacular. Physical health means you're keeping your brain healthy because you're taking care of your body. Being physical means you move your body, you eat to give your body energy, and you sleep because sleeping does a lot to take care of your body. When you take care of your body by moving it and giving it the energy and sleep that you need, that also makes your brain healthy. So let's see how you can keep your brain healthy. Our bodies are made of lots of muscles, and muscles move our body. So it makes sense that we're supposed to move. This story, Move It or Lose It, will describe how moving our body is important not only for our bodies to stay healthy, but for our brain to stay healthy. Every time that you move, you're using muscles. When you get out of bed in the morning, you're using muscles. When you're eating and getting ready for school, reading and writing, you're using your muscles. When you're doing chores or even playing with your friends, you're using muscles. In fact, even when you're not moving, you're using muscles. What? How does that work? You actually have different kinds of muscles. Some of your muscles are anti-gravity muscles, and these muscles hold you up when the forces of gravity try to pull you down. So as you sit straight in your chairs and listen to this story, even though you're not moving, your anti-gravity muscles are working to hold you up, even though gravity is trying to pull you down. So just balancing is a way of using your muscles even though you're not moving. When you use your muscles a lot, they get bigger and stronger. And there are a lot of ways that you can use your muscles. Some ways involve vigorous exercise, which means there's sweat involved. These are things like running, jumping, lifting weights, playing sports, swimming, although in the water you can't see the sweat, and dancing. These are all things that will help your muscles to get bigger and stronger. But you can also help your muscles get bigger and stronger by doing things like walking or riding your bike or doing yoga. These things require balance. And now we know that balancing uses our muscles too. When it comes to your muscles, it's use it or lose it. When you don't use your muscles, they get smaller and weaker. Even in hospitals, when people have to stay in bed, they still have someone come in and move their bodies so that the muscles can be used so that the patients will still be able to move when they get out of bed. In fact, there's a whole field of science called physical therapy that's about helping people to move their bodies after some kind of injury. It teaches people how to make their muscles stronger. You need to use your muscles, move your body, so you don't lose the ability to move or balance. So a good thing to remember is it's not just use it or lose it, it's move it or lose it. So what actually happens when you use your muscles? Well, when you move your body, some of your muscles contract. They get shorter. And after the movement, then they relax. Some of the muscles will extend or stretch and get longer. I wonder why all that happens. Well, you can see muscle is attached to your bones, and when you contract, it pulls the bones in. When you relax and stretch, then it's going to let go of the bones. And when your bones move, then your body will move. Now, all of your bones have some muscles that move your body in one way and other muscles that move your body in the opposite direction. Now, if both of those muscles moved at the same time, then your body wouldn't move. Plus, if both of your muscles were pulling on the bone at the same time, then your muscles would rip off. Yikes, that's not good. So what's controlling all the moving of the muscles? Well, it's your brain, of course. In order to move, your brain talks to your spinal cord, which is in those bones in your vertebrae in your back. Your spinal cord then talks to your muscles, and then your muscles in your body talk to the bones, and they pull on those bones so that you can move. In fact, there's an actual map of your body in your brain with different parts of the brain controlling the different muscles in your body. In the front of your brain, there's an area called the frontal lobe. And this is the part that's in the circle, and this is the part of your brain that controls your muscles. There's an actual picture of the body on your brain to show which part of your brain controls which parts of your body. And if we cut the brain here, this is the section that we see. Now, if we put these pieces of the body together, this is what the body would look like. It's called a homunculus. And you can see that there are some differences about this body. First, the hands are humongous. This is because a bigger brain area is needed to control all the muscles that you have in your hands. Your hands, they move a lot. There's only a small area of the brain that controls the muscles in your back. This is because your back doesn't do a lot of moving. So when you want to walk, your brain tells all the muscles that control your legs to work. The muscles take turns, contracting and stretching, and your brain and spinal cord are controlling which muscles and when the muscles are working. When you walk, there are also other muscles that are working, like the muscles in your body and your neck that have to work to keep your body and your head straight while you're walking. Your brain likes it when you're using your muscles because using your muscles moves your body, and that does a lot of things to help your brain stay healthy. The first and obvious thing that moving your body does is it helps your brain get the things it needs to survive and to stay alive. Your body has to move to get food, to get water, to put on clothes to stay warm. So moving is a very important part of your survival, which is important for the health not only of your body, but of your brain too. When you move your body, your heart has to pump blood to your muscles so they can work. This causes the release of some very special chemicals in your brain. These are called endorphins and endocannabinoids. When these chemicals are released in the brain, they activate the reward center, or your brain's happy place, and that makes you feel good. These chemicals are released as soon as your heart starts to work faster and your muscles start to move in a rhythmic way, like running, walking, or swimming. This has been called a runner's high, which means that running or any kind of exercise will make you feel happy, just like you might feel when you do well on a test or how you feel when you score a goal or get to the next level of a video game. Because the endorphins and endocannabinoids are released when you move your body a lot, the brain likes you to move a lot because your brain likes to be happy. The chemicals do lots of good things to help your brain stay healthy. So by activating your reward center, it makes you want to move your body more. Plus, moving your body makes you feel good about yourself. This can also help you if for some reason you're feeling sad or depressed. Just move your body, and that will make you feel better. The release of endorphins and endocannabinoids when you're moving your body also reduces the body's stress hormones. Now, we all know that a little bit of stress could be a good thing. It helps you get ready to do what you need to do, like run away from a bear if it's chasing you in the woods. But we also know that if we have too much stress in your life, then the stress hormones can hurt your brain and your body. The endorphins will lower your levels of stress, and any anxiety that you may be feeling, which will help you to reduce your stress and it will help your brain to feel healthy. Moving your body is also helping you with other aspects of physical health, such as nutrition and sleep. Moving your body and eating right work together to help your metabolism, which is a big word that means your body is working to balance what you eat and how much you move. Your metabolism helps your brain to balance all the nutritional needs of your body. Muscles need a lot of energy, which means they burn a lot of calories. Moving your body when you exercise is very good to help us burn fat and convert food into energy. Muscles burn more calories than fat, even when you're not exercising. So making sure that you use your muscles so you don't lose your muscles is going to help you to lose the calories. Moving your body will also help you with your sleeping behaviors. We know that sleep is important for keeping our brain healthy. People who exercise have a lot more slow wave sleep, or the sleep activity that helps you to repair our brain and our body when we're sleeping. This is really important, especially for older people to exercise, because the amount of slow wave sleep tends to go down when you get older. So that means if older people exercise, they'll have more slow wave sleep and their brains can do more to repair and clean out the garbage that your brain makes during the day while it's working. Now, one thing that moving your body will not do is help you remember how to do the movement. Now, we've all heard practice makes perfect, and that's true of moving your body. When you practice movements like playing the piano or shooting a basketball, you become better at doing those movements, and you don't have to think about moving all the different parts of your body. So somewhere, the memory of how to do the movement must be stored. But where is it? Because you need your muscles to move your body, people started to talk about muscle memory. Well, as science will tell us, forget about it. Muscle memory is not a real thing. Muscles, what do? We already learned this. Muscles contract and muscles relax. They do not store memory of the movement. But you know that when you practice a movement over and over, you get better at it. And then you don't have to think about it. So take walking. You don't have to tell your legs to move one at a time. When your brain wants you to walk, you just do it. So somewhere in your brain remembers how to walk. So where is it? When you practice a movement, this movement becomes a habit. A habit is something that you do without really thinking about it. And this actually saves energy because we all know how much energy it takes to think about something. Now, we know that your brain likes to save energy. So it has a place to help you store habits. It's called your cerebellum. And the cerebellum is actually a big part of your brain that sits in the back of your head. Scientists have known for a long time that the cerebellum helps other parts of your brain to move your body. So it makes sense that this is the part of the brain that helps you store memories about moving your body. The next time you hear someone say muscle memory, I want you to politely tell them there's no such thing as muscle memory. It's cerebellar memory. Say it with me, cerebellar memory. The cerebellum is the part of the brain that helps you remember how to do all those moving behaviors that you practiced and you learned and now you can do them without even thinking. Like when you were learning how to ride a bike, you had to think about, what do I do with my hands? What are my feet doing? You had to try to balance on the bike. Now you get on the bike and ride. When you were learning how to write, you had to think about how to hold the pencil or the pen. You had to concentrate on how to write the letters. Now you just write. Same thing about using a controller to play your video games. Before you had to think about how to hold it, which buttons to push or move to get the game to work. Now you just play. So thank you, cerebellar memory. These movements have now become habits for you, and your cerebellum allows your brain to remember how to move without you having to think about it or waste all that energy doing it. Cerebellar memory is now the new muscle memory. So let's pass that information on to our friends. So moving our body means that we're using our muscles. Using our muscles is good not only for our body, but it also helps our brain. There are so many fun ways that we can move our bodies to help keep our brain healthy. We can do all kinds of exercises. We can go for walks. We can do yoga, because remember our anti-gravity muscles, which help us to balance. We can stretch. You have lots of different muscles, so you need to do lots of different kinds of movements to use all of your muscles. Practicing different kinds of movements creates habits which are stored in your cerebellum, which is why when we get good at doing a movement, we can say we have cerebellar memory. Cerebellar memory helps you to do movements without thinking about them, and that saves energy that it would take if we had to think about the movement step by step. Move it or lose it? Good advice. It helps to keep your muscles healthy, but it also helps to keep your brain healthy. So thank you all for letting me talk to you today about how moving your body helps your muscles and your brain to stay healthy. I've enjoyed spending time with you today, talking about your brain. I hope you've had some fun and you've learned something about your brain. Remember, your body is made of lots of muscles, and your muscles are there to be used. And when it comes to our body, we need to move it or lose it. The endorphins and endocannabinoids that your brain releases when you're moving helps both your body and your brain stay healthy. And we know that a healthy brain is spectacular. So thank you so much for all your help. And remember, brain health, it's not just spectacular, it's fun too. And we'd like to thank the people from Johns Hopkins University, especially Dr. Ron Daniels, for allowing us to tell you how moving your body can actually keep both your muscles and your body healthy because you're moving, but it can also keep your brain healthy and happy too.